Hello everybody, I've arrived on YouTube. And today I'm gonna be talking about some criterion, some physical movies that I own on disc that you all should check out. Obviously we know right now the Criterion 50% off sale is going on at Barnes & Noble, so why not get to it with some nice movies? So here's 10 recommendations from me. 10 recommendations, are y'all ready? Okay, let's go. Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. I blind bought this, and to this day, this is still the only Pedro Almodovar film that I have seen, which is kind of ridiculous because it's 5-star, one of my favorite films ever. I think y'all should 100% watch this. This is like just so stylish and so poppy. And our main character, Peppa, who is played by Carmen Mara, in one of the best performances I've ever seen in a lead performance, is like, she's anchoring the film. She really brings like some grounding to all the chaos of everyone around her, even though she's slightly losing it throughout. There's this beautiful like shot of her like throwing a cigarette into the fire that I see in the film that I really love. And I think y'all should check this one out. Like, look at this cover. I love this color, by the way. This cover, by the way, I'm not gonna get too into like the actual stuff in here, but this is beautiful. But I'm more talking about the films. But yeah, y'all check this out, bro. Being There, directed by Hal Ashby. Peter Sellers gives like one of the best performances I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy. Like, I haven't seen enough Peter Sellers performances. He's great in like Doctor Strangelove, of course. But this is crazy. Like it morphed into something so beautiful that I didn't expect. It was like this whole journey, really, you know, of him finding himself. Because if y'all don't know what this is about, right? If y'all don't know what this is about this man named Chance, who is a gardener, and he's always been living in this house with this one man. So when the man up and dies, he has to get out. And all Chance knows is what he has seen on television. So that's it. He doesn't know anything else. So he's just going off that. And then it becomes this story that he goes on this journey that you could have never imagined, meets all sorts of people, takes him all sorts of places. Because he's just there. He's being there. Y'all gotta check this out. I need to watch more Hal Ashby. I would also kind of recommend Harold and Maude. I don't love that one, but it's interesting. Personal Shopper, directed by Olivier Assayas. This one leads with Kristen Stewart, as y'all can see. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, check this out. It's about this woman, who, you know, her brother is dead. And she thinks she can, you know, hear her brother, or he's a ghost or something like that, if I'm trying to remember correctly. She's trying to tap in with him like he's in the afterlife. And she's this like assistant, she's a personal shopper. She's like an assistant kind of to this famous model, I believe. And I just remember being so like touched by how ghostly and kind of melodramatic this all is, and Kristen Stewart's performance is so contained. It's so perfect. And there's certain little moments like her just on the bus looking at a YouTube video on her phone. Like, I love how they shoot phones in this one. It's great, you know, the texting and stuff. You don't see it too much in contemporary films. They're scared to show real phones, but this is almost 10 years ago and he wasn't scared. I love this. And check out some other Assayas like Irma Vep as well. But yeah, check this out. Dragon Inn. King Hu, this is the only film I've seen from him. This originally happened because I wanted to watch Goodbye Dragon Inn, right? Well, I blind bought this, but it was sitting around, right? And I wanted to watch Goodbye Dragon Inn from Simon Leung, the great Simon Leung. And I was like, yo, let's watch this first. Because I found out that they was actually watching this movie in the film. I didn't know why it was called that. And so I picked this up and I watched it. And I was just blown away. I thought this was gonna be a nice little precursor. It looks so good, and the story is so nice about like these people kind of coming together and, you know, defending, and this end as the center of everything. It's like the end kind of becomes its own character throughout the film. And I didn't just expect it to look so beautiful. I haven't ever been super into martial arts films. Like, not that I neglected them purposely. I just haven't been into them yet. But this is crazy. Like, the fighting in this, the choreography is ridiculously good. And like I said, the cinematography is off the charts. And I love so many performances in this film. I watched Goodbye Dragon in the next day, and it hit even harder because I could recognize what was going on. So check this out. To Sleep with Anger from my guy, Charles Burnett. Bro, I love this movie. First film I watched from him was My Brother's Wedding. And then I saw Killer Sheep. But this one, Killer Sheep's still my favorite, but this was very, very close. This is one of my all-time favorite films. One of the best casts ever. Let me say this right now. Like, I watched this, I knew Danny Glover was in it. I did not know it had all these people in it. Like, it's kind of a crazy, crazy cast. Sheryl Lee Ralph was in this, and I was like, what? Like, I was kind of blown away. She was so young, and I'm used to seeing her like now. But yeah, this is amazing work about like because like Danny Glover's performance is one of my favorites, and I've talked about this before over on my TikTok. When you first introduced to him, you're very frightened and you're kind of on edge, and then you're kind of charmed at the same time though. It's such a like balancing act, and I love it very much. Like this is one of my favorite covers, by the way. The opening credits in this, one of the best opening credits of all time. One of the best opening credits of all time. Like I said, one of the best casts. Another film that I have next to this is like, those are my top 2 favorite cast in a film, probably, with a bunch of characters, so I'll definitely check this one out. Paris is Burning. I need to really watch more documentaries and collect more, but this is like one of my all-time favorite documentaries. I mean, just about, you know, the ball scene in 90s or 80s NYC. And I'm gonna say this, it is somewhat entertaining. Like, I love the ball. I love seeing the ball, but it is very tragic and sad. I'm just gonna say this, like, I said this about the opening credits on To Sleep with Anger, but the closing credits with Got to Be Real. I remember I always grew up on Got to Be Real, right? Like, but obviously I heard it a million times, but it became one of my favorite songs of all time after seeing this. And every time I think about this film, I think about that song. I really need to rewatch it. But it's extremely tragic about like AIDS and abuse and transphobia. So know that going in, but it is beautiful to see like Black people on screen always for me. Beautiful, beautiful Black people. So definitely check this one out. Beau Travail from Claire Denis. So I've only seen about 8 Claire Denis films, but I've been saying like throughout the whole year that she's my favorite director. 100% in the top 3. And this is the first one I saw from her a couple of years ago. All the other ones I've seen this year, but this is the one that started it all. Her most popular film obviously is like top 10 on Sight and Sound. And this is really some stuff right here, bro. Like, I can't even stress to you enough how much I love this film when I first watched it. And I haven't rewatched it, but so much of it is stuck in my brain. I can't wait to rewatch this. I love just the all blue of this case, by the way. But this one is so much about like it's obviously like from Claire Denis' lens, it's showing masculinity from her perspective, right? And about, you know, like how tragic it is, right? Like honestly, like trying to be all prideful. It's also about queerness in a way. Environment and how you can suppress yourself based off your environment, but how you can feel threatened by others and then leads you to do terrible, violent things. It's also though just about like liberation of the body. By the end, that end scene is one of the best ever, if not the best. Rhythm of the Night, perfect. Claire Denis always knows how to have the perfect song in every single movie I've seen from her. She's had a pivotal dance scene, maybe except for one. Great music choices every time. Okay, so this was the other one that I said had the best cast that I ever seen, and it's Secrets and Lies. All 5, 6 main characters, I can't remember, all give the best, like some of the best performances I've ever seen. Their chemistry is off the charts. And this is a beautiful story about literally secrets and lies. Like the main premise is obviously is that, you know, this woman, her adoptive family has died, and then she's looking for her mother who, you know, who could be anybody. You know, and then it's about her finding a family and, you know, things like that. And, but also these other characters are concealing their own things, and they've lied in the past about things. And it's so amazing. I love the recurring score. Like some people think it's overbearing and tiring, but I don't think so. I like it. It's cool. It's good music. Yeah, man, this is just like crazy. It's so good. And when like this scene right here, when she finds out that, you know, some of the best acting ever from both of these characters. I love these performances. Check it out, bro. Hiroshima, Mon Amour. This is another film that is just, this is like spellbinding. The opening 20 minutes of this, like this prologue, is absolutely some of the best filmmaking I've ever seen in my life. It's about, you know, it's from the French New Wave. It's my only Alain René film. This is Blind by as well, from I think The Last Sale in the summer. This is about this man and woman. One is a French like actress, and another is just a Japanese architect, and they kind of fall in love over the course. I think it was one day, 1 or 2 days. They are in Hiroshima post-war, and they just have all this like crazy stuff going on with the relationship with each other and how they're finding themselves. Honestly, the whole thing is just a dream. Like I literally couldn't tell you too many plot points. The whole thing is just so, it's just an experience that's kind of washes over you. Like so many shots, so many choices. The acting is beautiful. The interactions are all over, but it's not really about the story. It's more about, you know, the form and the themes and what it's expressing to you. And I truly love it so much for that. And I'm glad I watched this, and it was a great blind buy, great investment. So you should try it too. That's it. This is my first video. Make sure y'all pick these up. Follow my Letterboxd at SharkyFloor so y'all can see, you know, what I'm logging, the films that I have, the reviews for any of these. And I got more stuff on the way. Production finna go up, so trust. Thank you.